In 2005, a man found a flyer in his junk mail. He threw it in the trash. Then he went back and dug it out. Hamdi Ulukaya grew up in a Kurdish village in eastern Turkey. His family raised sheep in the mountains. They made cheese and yogurt from the milk. In 1994, Hamdi Ulukaya came to the United States to study English. Years later, he started a small feta cheese company in upstate New York. In American grocery stores, yogurt was thin and sweet. The yogurt of the Eastern Mediterranean was thicker and plainer. Imported strained yogurt was already here. It was catching on in specialty stores. The large companies weren't making it. The flyer Hamdi Ulukaya pulled out of the trash advertised a fully equipped yogurt plant for sale. Kraft Foods had recently shut it down. Hamdi toured the plant the next day. He decided to buy it. But Hamdi didn't have the money. He didn't own a house. His cheese business couldn't support the purchase either. When he called his lawyer to say he wanted to buy it, the answer was blunt. "You're really, really crazy," his lawyer said. "That's not going to happen." Hamdi bought it anyway. He used an SBA 504 loan, a small business administration program for financing property and equipment. The plant cost him roughly $800,000. Kraft had shut that plant down and put it up for sale. Hamdi bought a factory that one of the largest food companies in the world had just walked away from. But he wasn't going to make what Kraft had made. The factory was built for American-style yogurt. Converting it required a milk separator, a machine with $1 million price tag. Hamdi found a used one in Wisconsin and bought it for around $50,000. On the drive out to pick it up, he thought of a name, Chobani, from Choban, the Turkish word for shepherd. Hamdi hired 5 of the workers Kraft had laid off. He brought in a master yogurt maker from Turkey to get the recipe right. Then he moved into the factory. He later said the plant became his home. Nearly 2 years passed before he sold a single container. Chobani officially launched in 2007, sending its very first shipment to a single grocery store on Long Island. But when wholesale giants like Costco and BJ's picked up the brand in 2009, sales doubled every single year through 2013. By 2012, Chobani had passed $1 billion in annual sales. It was the top-selling Greek yogurt brand in the country. That year, Chobani opened its second U.S. plant in Twin Falls, Idaho. Building it took $450 million. In 2014, Hamdi borrowed $750 million from the private equity firm TPG. The warrants attached to that loan could convert into as much as 35% of the company. In April 2016, Hamdi called his roughly 2,000 employees together and gave them shares in Chobani. Shares worth up to 10% of the company if it ever sold or went public. They came out of his own stake. How much each person got depended on their role and how long they'd been there. "We used to work together," he told them. "Now we are partners." He didn't come up with that in 2016. 2 years earlier, when Hamdi sat down with TPG, when he was the one who needed the money, one of the things he asked for was a stake for the people already working there. By 2024, Chobani was doing $3 billion a year. In October 2025, it raised $650 million at a reported $20 billion valuation.